Imagine stepping off a plane, ready to start a business trip, only to find yourself in a world where your home country doesn't exist.
Yeah?
You have a valid passport, a driver's license, and even currency from your nation, but to everyone around you, it's all a fabrication. This isn't the plot of a science fiction movie. It's the bizarre story of a man who claimed to be from a country called Taured, a place that has never appeared on any map we know. The year is often cited as 1954, a time of post-war rebuilding and burgeoning international travel. A well-dressed man, described as Caucasian and speaking fluent French, presents his documents at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. His passport looks official, bearing the stamps of previous visits to Japan and other European countries. But there's one glaring problem. The issuing country is listed as Taured. The immigration officers are baffled. They've never heard of Taured. They show the man a world map, asking him to point out his homeland. He confidently points to the region occupied by the Principality of Andorra, nestled between France and Spain. He becomes agitated, insisting that Andorra is a tiny, insignificant state, while his country Taured has existed for over 1,000 years. The man claims he's in Japan for a business meeting. He has a reservation at a local hotel and carries a checkbook from an unknown bank, along with several different European currencies. The company he says he's meeting with confirms they have no knowledge of him or his supposed appointment. The hotel he claims to have a reservation with has no record of his booking. His entire identity, his purpose, and his origin are unraveling before the eyes of the authorities. The situation escalates. The officials, suspecting him of being a criminal or a spy, decide to detain him for further questioning. They place him in a hotel room near the airport, with 2 guards stationed outside the door. This was their biggest mistake, because what happened next transformed this strange incident into an enduring mystery. The next morning, when the guards open the door to the room, it's empty. The man has vanished without a trace. The room was on a high floor of the hotel, with no balcony and a window that could not be opened. The only exit was the door, which had been under constant surveillance all night. Even more mystifying, all of his personal documents, which had been secured in the airport security office, had also disappeared. It was as if the man from Taured and all evidence of his brief, perplexing visit had been erased from existence. So, what really happened? Was this a visitor from another dimension, a traveler who accidentally slipped through the cracks of reality? This is the most popular and tantalizing theory. Proponents of the parallel universe hypothesis suggest that the man was from an alternate Earth, one where the course of history diverged. On his Earth, perhaps the political landscape of Europe evolved differently, leading to the formation of a nation called Taured in the place where our world has Andorra. When he traveled, he didn't just cross oceans, he crossed dimensions. His confusion and frustration at the airport would have been genuine. To him, the immigration officers were the ones who were ignorant, living in a world with a wrong map. His disappearance is also explained by this theory. Perhaps the same cosmic anomaly that brought him to our reality simply corrected itself, pulling him back to his own timeline as abruptly as he arrived. This idea taps into our fascination with the unknown, the possibility that countless other worlds exist parallel to our own, each with its own unique history and geography. It's a thrilling concept that turns a simple travel story into a profound existential puzzle. But as compelling as the parallel universe theory is, we must also consider more grounded explanations. What if the entire story is an elaborate fabrication, a hoax that has grown into a modern urban legend? Skeptics point out that there are no official records, no newspaper clippings from 1954, and no first-hand accounts from the supposed immigration officers at Haneda Airport to corroborate the story. The tale seems to have first appeared online decades after it supposedly happened. The details are often inconsistent, with different versions of the story changing the year, the airport, and the specifics of the man's documents. This is a common characteristic of urban legends, which morph and adapt as they are retold over time. Could the man have been a simple con artist or a fraud? Perhaps he was a smuggler or a spy using a meticulously forged passport from a non-existent country, hoping the novelty would confuse officials long enough for him to slip through. This would explain the fake company meeting and hotel reservation. When he was detained, he might have realized his plan had failed. But how did he escape a guarded room on a high floor? This is the weak point of the fraud theory. It's possible he was an expert escape artist, or perhaps the security was not as tight as the legend suggests. Maybe he bribed the guards or found an overlooked security flaw in the hotel. While less exciting than interdimensional travel, a clever escape is certainly within the realm of human possibility. Another theory suggests a simple case of misunderstanding or misremembering. The man could have said he was from Tours, a city in France, or another place with a similar sounding name, and the story was embellished over time. Or perhaps he was mentally unwell, genuinely believing in a country that existed only in his mind. His conviction could have been so strong that it temporarily baffled the authorities. His disappearance could be a simple, tragic story of a man who escaped custody and was never found, with the more fantastical elements added later to make the tale more interesting. Ultimately, the story of the man from Taured sits at a fascinating crossroads between verifiable fact and captivating fiction. We have a compelling narrative with elements that defy easy explanation, yet we lack the concrete evidence to confirm it ever truly happened. Whether he was a lost traveler from a parallel world, a clever criminal, or simply the subject of a well-told lie, his story forces us to question our own perception of reality. It reminds us that the world might be far stranger and more mysterious than we think. What do you believe? Was he a visitor from another dimension who briefly crossed into our own? Or is the entire tale just a myth that has captured our collective imagination? The truth, like the man himself, remains elusive. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown. If you enjoy exploring strange mysteries and questioning the world around you, be sure to subscribe to Curiosity Repo for more deep dives into the unexplained.